Read it. Oh, that's cool. Bernstein did a thing like that once before, where he had like a big score or whatever, but like this is just for a photo shoot. But what's he gonna? Oh, I think I saw a screenshot with it. Yep. That's actually a really good picture.
It's the best photograph I've ever taken.
Hello, I'm Joeuphonium. My name is Joe, and I play the euphonium. Welcome back for another reaction, where I can share my thoughts as a musician about a TV show or piece of media that deals with music and musicians. This is Mozart in the Jungle, episode 6. Yeah, last time we met Anna Maria, Rodrigo's wife, who's an interesting character, and I hope she's back in this one. I don't want to miss anything, so I'm going to cut off the recap there. Let's see.
Genius, big shots, they're just really overgrown babies, aren't they?
They're artists, they're in touch with emotions, and they're about emotions.
Even if you do understand them.
And those emotions tend to be big. Because we like to be big. And yeah, that can come off as childish. And sometimes it is.
This dynamic could be very helpful to us.
The interview's over. I like. Put that sign up now.
Can anyone help me? Like, what the hell is it that he's actually drinking? What is that?
I'm expensive. I don't care. $400 an hour.
Holy shit.
Yep.
I can make that work. When do we start? I didn't say yes. I feel like
They can be expensive. Master classes, too. I think, like, what was it, like Renee Fleming did a master class or something? It was like $1,000 to get in. Someone like that.
Canceled.
Read a sweater?
No.
Alex.
Yeah. Zip it and crow. You're ignoring him now? You're 12?
Crowing on the reed is when you do that.
Want me to do something about this? No. Absolutely not.
I think I actually still have a
when I'm not teaching
bassoon reed.
Lesson. There are two things that are bugging you. One, she was grinding her crotch in his face. And two, they slept together like months ago, and...
Oh, that's east side. Yep, that's my side. Because that's UN. So, well, this is a bassoon reed, but the same thing. Same principle. Crowing is this sound. That's what that sound is. And then when you put that through the massive tube of the bassoon, or the littler tube of the oboe,
You will tell me next time you decide to pull something like
becomes an actually beautiful sound.
Yes.
I like.
Oh, they're doing a performance out in the open! Or at least a rehearsal. That'll be cool.
Does this open?
No, that's why.
But bringing Rodrigo here was a risk we knowingly took because the risk itself was something we could market.
Yep.
Sexy and dangerous. You wanted a star.
Even that could be a story, you know. He walked out of there and then just have the reporter read into it or whatever they want. I mean, they do that enough anyway.
Fuck that. Look, he better prove that he can lead this damn orchestra. If not, I will advocate that Thomas be brought back next season.
Thomas.
You wanted me for my business insight.
Tompus the temper tantrum Pembridge, really? You'll advocate that that comes back?
Music has been losing money for people for 500 years. It's not a business.
Hey, why don't we schedule a school trip to the symphony? Then watch rehearsal.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yep, there we go. That's his
Musicians love field trips.
carrot on the stick there, you know. Make this work, make this work. Oh, we'll organize a school trip to the symphony, you know. We'll pay you all this money, probably. Hey, if you want to play ball, this is what we can give you. And that's how these things go, unfortunately.
I think I'm gonna take my shoes off. Sometimes when we lose our way, we must return to the basics.
Okay.
That's where the beauty lies.
I like this idea, and I can't wait to see what the public response will be to
Play a
this.
piece that you all know very well.
Because like I said, people love hearing musicians and just seeing it. They love watching that happen.
What's the hell going on down there?
Maybe not this guy.
The New
But-
York Symphony Orchestra. Ready?
What are they going to play? 1812, yes! As I mentioned before, Tchaikovsky is my favorite composer. This piece is up there. Wouldn't call it in my top 5, but I do love it, and I love that they're actually doing it. Being played nice, that cello section. Your grow intensity. Then that's good. That's again another good example of that musicality where the oh, he's getting you even more people. He's getting you even bigger audience. That's what he's doing.
No, I'm not okay.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, the nuance of that growing, and then not just like going away, whatever, but then it kind of like plateaued there. Dun dun dun. It went somewhere, and that's when when musicians, they talk about the line or whatever, it's got to go there. That's what they mean. It has to have, even that gesture has to have closure, a little ending. So we didn't just grow into whatever. We grew to that. That was the end goal. The dun. I think you get it. Do they have the instrumentation for that? I wasn't sure if I could see cymbals. I saw the triangle at least. And it sounds like I'm hearing like the cannon sound effect, but they obviously don't have that with them. Aw, he's got the kids. Well, they do with the bells there, I saw it. And yeah, those aren't really acoustics you would hear outdoors like that. Ta, ta, ta. Love it. Love that brass. I love brass chords at the end of that. I always like writing those whenever I write an orchestral thing. That's a great way to finish.
What's this one? It's an elbow. You wanna hold it?
Aww.
Don't be shy. Grab it.
There you go. You just got someone. You attracted a new player. Maybe a new student. Money. This is fun. Why couldn't we start doing this earlier? This is a great thing to be pushing. Getting in there, mixing with the people, and we got some impromptu things there. Someone brought a guitar. Get that community outreach. And sometimes people forget, musicians, they play more than just their classical repertoire. They may play other instruments than the ones they play in the orchestra.
I used to live right around the corner in the
Dee Dee, I love you.
decade.
They play more and no more than just that. She's picking up, she's doing that like that. Someone brought a guitar and can play a guitar. They know these styles or whatever. Just because that's their job or whatever, or maybe what they're most passionate about, doesn't mean they only know that or only enjoy that. And oh no. What are you doing? Go away.
Please? Okay, wait. Who's in charge here? Who's in charge? I'm in charge.
Oh yeah.
Who are you? My name is Rodrigo.
There, I guess, with this massive amount of people, that
Mr.
does
Right? Yeah, you can
technically
Can you tell me what you're doing here?
break the
I
busking
took the orchestra
privileges
for
and whatnot.
because we play in the August Memorial Symphony Hall, and it's. You're all trespassing. This is private property. Can you please stop back there, sir? Please. Fold up this chair. Let's go. Move it on out. Come on.
Yeah, and
Let's go.
okay, maybe they could have gotten if it's private and then it was bolted, but still.
I said, seriously? You have nothing else better to do with your time? Oh, you should pack it up. Let's go. Come on, guys, pick this up. With everything ugly out there, you have to break up something so fucking beautiful. Everything okay?
But Dee Dee, please calm down.
Take it easy. I got a right to speak my mind. Unless you want to take that away also. Technically, he does have the right of free speech, right, my friend?
Don't. Yep. That's what I was also afraid of. Don't manhandle the equipment. Not with her reed there sticking out there. That could be broken right then and there. Bet they never thought they'd be spending their day in there. But yeah, it's complicated, the rules about busking and performances, especially if you bring a large group. Even if you're in a public space, it can get iffy.
No, I'm not. I'm a masochist, remember? Contact my office and you and your guests will be welcome.
And yeah, that's how she helped smooth things over there. Just like we saw earlier, you gotta give and give. It's the world we live in.
It's just up here. You gotta focus right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to hang out when I get back.
That's music life too.
Alright, have fun with your lessons.
You have priorities, and like in college, no, I have to practice, no, I have to do this, I should study this. Even like right now, I spent most of my week working on videos, practicing to record.
It was incredible. It was
We've had beautiful days, but I spend most of it indoors preparing.
Bernstein, not that one.
It's okay. I'll pay it personally.
Okay, but that's not the point.
It's a small price to pay for something so valuable. Really, it was the first time that I felt that we were getting at something, that we were reaching some place.
Rodrigo,
Yeah, I get that, but
I am a true believer. Your art, your attitude.
you have to get people on board to play ball, and they have money, they have to stay afloat.
Our orchestra is in serious financial trouble.
And if they think this becomes a regular thing,
You understand?
whether he makes it a regular thing or they expect it, dues, rates, whatever it is, can all go up. And suddenly the orchestra has less money to sustain and do more things. So that was Mozart in the Jungle episode 6, and I think I have a nice trio of shows here. No Dame Cantabile does do a lot of good musical things. I'm talking a little about musicality with that one, but it's also lighter and funnier, sillier, but we do get a lot of playing things in there too. We got Your Lie in April, which does do very good musical things and does spend a lot of time with them, but does do a lot of drama things too. So it's good for a lot of more serious diving into the playing in terms of like what I get to talk about with that, which is good too, and also its effect on the musicians, dramatically, emotionally, and all that. But with this show I get to talk about the music world, the nuances that aren't so musical in terms of playing and whatnot, in terms of orchestra dynamics, running an organization like that. So I think this is a good mix that I have right now. But yeah, I like Rodrigo's ideas there. I thought they were very helpful and will, in the long run, help the orchestra people-wise. But yeah, that can spiral out to trouble, not just in terms of like trespassing, but also in terms of money, with organizations like orchestras, which today, really are struggling to balance salaries, union things, ticket prices, donors. They're all trying to balance these things out, and no one has really figured out how to make it work yet. So I like the shows bringing up that and placing it in like the narrative like this. So I'd like to see where it goes and what Rodrigo, at least narrative-wise, like what they portray as like how we make it work. I'm interested in seeing how this works out. So I'll see you again for Mozart in the Jungle, episode 7. I'm Euphonium. My name is Joe, and I play the euphonium. Let me know what you thought about the reaction, if you agree, disagree. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. See ya! Happy playing! Hey, did you like that video? Well, I've got more. Right now, I'm reacting to 3 shows: Mozart in the Jungle, No Dame Cantabile, and Your Lie in April. If you haven't seen any of those before, click the videos to start at the first reaction. New reactions get posted every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And check out some of the other stuff I have on my channel too. Enjoy, and happy playing.